Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are still grinding the ranked sprint. To quickly tie up there, sort something out. Apologies. Right, we're still in the Dallas. I'm finding the Dallas to be an enjoyable ship in the ranked. If you saw my previous match there, sit behind an island, burn stuff down. Now, this isn't the most impressive match. I don't do nearly as much damage as previously, and I bump a DD out the way. I suppose that's for revenge for the previous bit of rage I had towards them. But he seems to get going, and the enemy CV is already sending their planes here, and I activate my DFAA. I actually don't know how effective it is since the last few patches. I haven't bothered taking it off, and it seems to make a difference when they're throwing a ton of torpedoes at me. Right, so I don't particularly like this map. Sea is open, and I don't want to say too open because they are islands, but it's not the way I like it, so it tends to be a little bit open. B is hotly contested. Bad news if you're in a cruiser. I never do very well there. I see DFA and he's still losing planes. I haven't done too much damage, just over 1,000, and our PE hoots at me, honks at me, horns at me, and I bump him, and I admit, sorry, that was my mistake. I wasn't paying attention, I was looking at the planes. I was like, I type A, sorry, my fault. And he's like, hey, no, it's all good. So, we see B is already captured, so there's obviously a destroyer there. We see A is being capped, and that means there is a destroyer there. And I decide, you know what? I've got rank 3. It's irrevocable. If I lose a match, it's not the end of the world. If I lose a ship early, let's play a little bit aggressive here today. One of the nice things about my Dallas is I've got hydroacoustic search fitted. So, now I know going into this area, I check 4 kilometers, there is going to be destroyers, and what happens? Hydroacoustics on destroyer, and he realizes, okay, there's a Dallas here, and he charges out and he seems to bounce against something. Now I land a full broadside on him. Torpedoes are coming, but obviously I can see the torpedoes. How's that for a Dallas? Not the first blood, close quarters expert. So I type in lol. And there's the second destroyer. And now I gotta dodge bumping this PE Frederick again. My turrets aren't ideal, and he's got a whole lot of torpedoes coming at us. Swing, turret swing. So I'm going to miss the torpedoes, and I hope the PE can miss the torpedoes as well. It looks like he managed to steer through them. I've shot on an aircraft, and I've landed a secondary hit. It just shows you how close quarters this match was. So now I know his torpedoes are going to take about a minute and a half to reload. He doesn't have that torpedo reload booster that the high level DDs have. So let's turn full broadside. And before I can fire the next lot, the PE Frederick is about to finish him off. And there we go. Right. Type to my PE Frederick friend there. Well, we got them both. So both the destroyers are out of action. That means B has been captured by us. We've captured C, and now we are busy capturing A. And I've got A captured. And this game is doing quite well, or going quite well. And then this CV decides to send his torpedo bombers, not towards me, but on my left there is a battleship that just grounds himself. And I don't know what that CV player was thinking. You're sending your planes over a Dallas that's got DFAA, good anti-aircraft defenses normally, and I've got fighter planes loaded. So I will obviously use those the moment I can. And as you can see, it's this one aircraft ribbon after another. And I'm like, what is this CV thinking? Why is he sending so many planes over me? This is not my gun good game. This is not my tier 4 Piotr or the tier 5 Piotr game, where the AA is basically 2 orcs standing on the bow with a Mosin Nagant. This thing's got good AA. Why does he keep sending players there? Alright, so I start a fire there. I'm at 18,000 damage. It's not a brilliant match yet. My fighters return at 20,000 damage. I can see it's going to be a low tier or low damage match, not a low tier match. Apologies, low damage match. 21,000 damage. It's obviously the war sprite's letting it burn. I land a few more shots. So I think this is not a war sprite. Apologies, I think it's a New Mexico. And he's firing full broadside at me, and I need to turn. I take a large hit. And more airplanes coming over me. More airplanes down. More fires set. And I get another kill with another fire. And more airplanes are being shot down. And I'm really thinking, what is that CV doing? Why is he sending stuff over me? But we're at over 844 points here. 848. Ticker is counting. They're trying to contest C, but it's a CV and a battleship remaining. There's very little hope for this team. I've been completely obliterated by another team like this, and it was felt nice to be on the obliterating side for once. Okay, reset. I'm trying to actually just get some, and oh, he's sending shells my way. Turn, and yeah, let me send a full side to him. He's just extinguished the fire I set. Ouch, ouch, he's gonna hit me again, Ow, that's a nasty one. But it's alright, I've landed some shots, and I think our CV is about to torpedo him out of the match. Boom, done, that's it. Quickest match of the game, of the entire series so far. Rank 3, 2 stars, can close it. Look at that amount of aeroplanes shot down. That's not bad for a tier 6. And I got close quarters. First blood, 260,000 XP. Second in XP on my team, 260,000 coins. Good amount of XP. Yeah, not a bad game at all. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. Who would have thought you could see close quarters in a Dallas? We'll have some more replay soon. Cheers.